Ojuku's ally, Frederick Fawcett, calls for Nnamdi Kanu's release immediately and seeks Nigeria to be removed from the Commonwealth of Nations. Exactly. This illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu has become something else. It's quite unfortunate. Okay, DSS and Buhari's government has no reason to continue to detain Nnamdi Kanu, even with his poor health. His crime is revealing the secret of the Fulanese and Islamization agenda in Nigeria. That's the only crime he has committed. Okay, it's just quite unfortunate that they are abusing this young man's right, and it can no longer be tolerated. He needs to be released from the DSS custody. So one of the Ojuku's allies who supported Ojuku's idea of Biafra has called for Nnamdi Kanu's release immediately, and is also moving towards removing Nigeria from the Commonwealth country. And that would be a very good one. It seeks countries, Nigeria's suspension from Commonwealth. Okay, a Briton, Frederick Fawcett, who was very supportive of Chief Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu's declaration of the state of Biafra, has called for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu from detention. In a text on his official Twitter handle made available by the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra, Fawcett, who was very close to Ojukwu, said Nnamdi Kanu, being a British citizen still over the years. Okay, Fawcett said as a British citizen whose family home is in South London, that the IPOB leader, like all other Britons, was supposed to be accorded certain rights and protections. He said Nnamdi Kanu's release should be more urgent since his family informed he is in failing health, okay, since his incarceration nearly a year ago. Yeah, Nnamdi Kanu's health is failing. We incarcerated him for nearly a year ago. So bring Nnamdi Kanu home to Britain. He is now and has been for many years a British citizen. His family home is in South London, and that, as for all of us, accord certain rights and protection. Nnamdi Kanu, a British national, is being held in Nigeria, and his family says he is in failing health. Fawcett said as he presses the Kanu's release, or presses for Kanu's release. Meanwhile, the British best-selling author and foremost political commentator is advocating for the suspension of Nigeria from the Commonwealth of Nations. He hinged his call over what he described as Kanu's illegal and continued detention by the Nigerian government. Exactly. So the fact here is, I think Nigeria as a country need to be punished for this. Unfortunately, there's no reason, I don't know why the British is not talking about it. Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. So on what basis because if this thing happened to a white Briton, they will not keep quiet. They will go for him. If this thing happened to a black American, the American will come for him wherever he is. You can imagine somebody that came from the US, I think he was in Osun State, that retired, that came to do agriculture as a US citizen. He was kidnapped and was killed in his town in Osun State or so. America came for his corpse, said that even in death, his corpse is American property. And they came and they took the body back to US to bury. Can you imagine that? That is to tell you how anybody that is carrying an American passport or American green card, how they are respected all over the world and how America cares for their own. But here we are seeing what is happening in Nnamdi Kanu's case. Just because Nnamdi Kanu is a born Nigerian and he's also a black man from Nigeria, the British don't want to put hand in it. They don't want to say anything about it. They don't want to do anything about it, which is quite unfortunate. And this is somebody that had denounced his citizenship in Nigeria and has only a British passport and a British citizen. In the first place, they didn't even have the right to kidnap him from Kenya back to Nigeria. It shouldn't have been done. Okay? It shouldn't have been done. It shouldn't have been done. So now that the tone has changed, I think something has to be done because this guy is not supposed to be in detention now. not, and I think British need to be called to order because this is quite unfortunate. Thomas say, come over and release him if truly you are a man. Do you know how many lives that have been cut short as a result of this albino's destructive orientation to his brainwashed lunatics? Mad people everywhere. Not really. So this must be a Fulani talking. That is the truth. Now the way they are treating Igbos in Nigeria, the only option they have is to have their Biafra because they're not regarded in Nigeria as anybody. In fact, they want to annihilate them. Just the same way Palestine, Iran, and all those Middle East want to flush Israel out of the map of the world. It's the same way all other tribes in Nigeria want to flush Igbos out of the map of Nigeria. There's no big difference. Okay? And it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. And the only way Israel has been surviving in that Middle East is a tit for a tooth. Okay? You do them, they do you back. If you kill one Israeli soldier, they will kill 100 of your people. And that is exactly what has kept them there. And that is the direction Igbo is going. Maybe at a point they will start fighting for themselves. That is it. They have no option but to fight for themselves. And somebody is replying to this other person that is trying to counter what this British man is talking. Somebody said, "You're nothing but fool." That is what they are telling this Fulani man that is talking here. It's Nnamdi Kanu. It's Nnamdi Kanu that kidnapped your sisters in Chibok and is the one the one terrorizing the Northeast. Nnamdi Kanu is just trying to separate the boys from the men. Separating the boys from the men. So how many people did you witness from your eyes when Nnamdi Kanu killed? And where are you since a person like Asari Dokubo is being a special person to government house Aso Rock? And when I check, I find out that he is also carrying arms with his boys and nobody is talking to him. The problem we are having in this country is from Britain. They are too corny. They don't support anything that cannot get gain, that they cannot get gain. Any country that they colonized, they want them forever underneath their control. And that's exactly what is happening. There's no reason why the British should not intervene in this case of Nnamdi Kanu. And Nnamdi Kanu is a full British citizen with British passport. And when he was kidnapped from Kenya, he was actually kidnapped as a British citizen, not as a Nigerian. That is because he went to that country as a British citizen and not as a Nigerian. So why is British not talking in this matter? America will not do this. Canada will not do this. Australia will not do this. Russia will not do this. So why is the British so corny? So that is what we are saying here. This man, Frederick Fawcett, is asking for Nnamdi Kanu to release immediately, and also asking that Nigeria should be suspended from the Commonwealth of Nations until further notice, until Nnamdi Kanu is released. Especially now that Nnamdi Kanu is having a failing health. At the same time, he's a British citizen, and British need to wake up and do something before it is too late. So thank you for listening, and let's have your